This is Cable 18, the Cherry Hill Public Schools television station.
Good evening and welcome to the West Report. I'm Nicole Banks.
And I'm Tanisha Wright. Last Saturday night, West Juniors enjoyed a night of dancing, food, and music. The junior prom was held in the Phoenix Room at the Garden State Racetrack. The event was DJ'd by Mark the Shark, a disc jockey from WMMR, a Philadelphia radio station. The students also enjoyed a buffet-style dinner in the comfort of an all-night soda bar. All in all, the 1988 junior prom was a huge success, and most of the class of 1989 is looking forward to next year's senior prom.
Last Friday, Cherry Hill West presented the annual Lipid Talent Show. The sold-out show was sponsored by SGO, Student Government Organization. 25 groups performed. The judges scored on originality, lip sync, and also their presentation. Congratulations to the winners. First prize went to the honor students, Born to be Wild. Second prize went to Elvis Experience, Elvis is Everywhere. And third prize was tied with J.U. Ice, I'm Bad, and L.I. and the Valley Girls, Bad. Some of the proceeds will go towards the renaming of the Delaware Gym in memory of English teacher Mr. Walsh. Last Wednesday, the English department sponsored a reception called Meet the Author in honor of Mr. Fisher, a longtime English teacher here at Cherry Hill West, for the publication of his first novel titled Dr. Death. Students, faculty, and members of the Board of Education attended. Mr. Fisher gave a brief speech and autographed copies of his books. Refreshments were also served. His second book, the sequel to Dr. Death, will be coming out this summer. And now here's Seth Mallon with this week's sports.
Thank you, Nicole. Last week would have been a good week in sports if it hadn't been for heavy rains. The rains forced the regularly scheduled games last Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to be postponed. The only games rescheduled as of yet are the tennis match and the softball games, both against Triton. These games were played yesterday. We'll report on them next week. Last Tuesday, the Cherry Hill West varsity baseball team beat Edgewood by the score of 8-1. They took on Camden yesterday and Overbrook today. The results of these games will be on next week's report. The baseball team is currently in second place in the Olympic Conference American Division. They're ranked 5th by both the Courier Post and the Inquirer top 10 polls. On Monday, the boys tennis team defeated Camden 5-0. On the boys track scene, senior Rob Herbert and junior Sam Anderson teamed up to win the long jump relay at the South Jersey Relay Championships at Shawnee High School on Saturday. They had a combined jump of 38 feet, 9 inches, which was enough to win them the gold medal. On Monday, the varsity lacrosse team defeated Camden Catholic. Michelle Bianco, Beth Dorenzo, Kathy Weigel, Jen Ferguson, and Jimmy Chan combined for 14 goals, while Tina Patterson made 9 saves in goal. They played Overbrook today, and we will have the results next week. Now back to you, Tanisha.
Speaking of sports, last Wednesday, May 4th, the New Jersey State Governor's Physical Fitness State Championships were held at the Philadelphia Naval Base. The competition consisted of sit-ups, push-ups, the standing broad jump, pull-ups, and the 300-yard shuttle run. West girls team placed third as the overall winners out of 77 schools from all over the Delaware Valley. Marlo Fleischer was the top scorer for West girls team. She also came in second in girls overall competition. For the male team, Mark Lupico was the overall high scorer. The team will compete again next Monday, May 16th. Congratulations to West Physical Fitness Team. Congratulations to the mock trial team, which was honored last week by the Camden County Bar Association. At the Law Day Luncheon, Mayor Susan Bass-Levin presented a proclamation to the team members honoring them for winning the Camden County Championship. The proclamation will be displayed in West's trophy case.
Last Thursday at 8 o'clock, West held the induction for National Honor Society. There was 39 juniors for the top 10% of their class and 19 additional seniors for the top 15% of their class. Mr. Mellaby was the guest speaker at the program. This was their official acceptance to NHS. Congratulations.
Along with prom time, May is also portrait time. Last week, juniors here at West had pictures taken in the back of the auditorium. These pictures will appear as their senior yearbook pictures and are offered to the students to purchase. Students were mailed cards indicating their time of appointment in an attempt to keep the students from missing major academic classes. The senior prom is coming up this month. It will be held on Thursday, May 19th at the Cherry Hill Hyatt. In other upcoming news, TV viewers will have a chance to see a radio station broadcast live. On Tuesday, May 24th, WPEN will be broadcasting live in the Cable 18 studio from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. The broadcast will be simulcast live on Cable 18. And tomorrow, West World Affair Club will present a lecture by the Honorable Dov Levin, Judge of the Supreme Court of Israel, who presided at the recent trial of Ivan the Terrible. The event begins at 3 o'clock in the West Auditorium, and the public is welcome.
Tonight, after Junior News, Cable 18 will broadcast the fifth and final guidance show of this school year. The show will be hosted by Dr. Robert Nelson, Director of Guidance at High School West. The show will present options of the typical four-year college program with emphasis on the job market for those without college degrees. Also, next week, Cable 18 will present Film Forum with Joe Truitt and special guest Ken Garland from radio station WPEN. The film they will be featuring is His Girl Friday, starring Cary Grant and Rosalind Russell.
Thanks for watching the West Report. Please join us again next week at this same time. Good night.
Good night.
Good evening and welcome to the Wednesday, May 11th edition of EastCast. My name is Drew Katz, and along with Jason Bukarski, we will be your anchors for tonight's show. Congratulations to East Economics students and to Mr. Hunt in the stock market game, a competition among 444 New Jersey schools. East placed second in the state. Team members Jamie Fiedler, Sally Coons, Dan Ebert, Hannah Kim, and Ashlyn Cherry will be honored at the luncheon on May 20th at the Merrill Lynch Building in Central New Jersey. Wow, for all those who attended last night's chamber concert at the library, it was quite a treat listening to the madrigal singers, the Bells of East, the brass ensemble, the sax quartet, and the chamber wind ensemble, all at the same time. The concert was held in an informal setting, and Mrs. Wilson, one of the directors, felt that it was a good chance for some of the smaller ensembles to perform together. Congratulations to everyone who participated in the 12th annual one-act play competition this past Saturday night. The junior class play, Death, directed by senior David Weiner, took first place. The sophomore play, Inherit the Wind, directed by junior Jason Rossman, placed second. Both plays will compete at the Bucks County Playhouse today. The Tony-like Broadway Awards went to Matt Markoff for Best Actor, Lisa Redish for Best Actress, John Mann, Best Supporting Actor, Chris Bittner, Best Supporting Actress, David Zelnick and Liz Suffren, Best Minor Role Characterization, Jason Freeman and Ronit Mitzner, Best Cameo Performances, Joel Wiener, Best Stage Movement, Derek Braslow, Best Comedic Performance, and the Critics Awards for Excellence in Acting to Miriam Zabel and Becky Dreyfuss. The annual Drama Department Hall of Fame's awards voted on by members of the Drama Performing Arts Department were presented to Miriam Zabel and Jen Wydra as the Best Female Performers of the Year for their shared role of Nancy in Oliver. David Weiner as the Artful Dodger and Brad Holonicki as Fagin share the Best Male Performer of the Year for their roles in Oliver as well. David Zelnick received honorable mention for his portrayal of Mama Look Sharp in the fall show Spirit of America. David Weiner received the coveted Thesbis Award given annually to a senior who has contributed to the greatest effort during his or her high school career to the development of the performing arts program.
Today, the Student Congress officers and a select group of representatives from East traveled to the Garden State Arts Center along with students from numerous other high schools in New Jersey to participate in a day-long extravaganza. This gathering of leaders from various schools is organized by the New Jersey State Student Congress every other year. While there, they participated in several award ceremonies, were lectured by 2 speakers, and were served lunch. Additionally, East can be very proud of Allison Bell, who is in charge of the State Student Congress charity branch, and today made a keynote speech describing that charity. We will give you more details on next week's show. The senior prom is rapidly approaching and will be held Saturday night, May 21st, in the Phoenix Room of the Garden State Racetrack. Tickets were on sale all last week for $63 a couple and can still be purchased in the 12th grade level office. Seniors, if you haven't purchased your tickets yet, get them soon. The theme is We've Had the Time of Our Lives, and it should be a great night. It's not too late to donate blood. Tomorrow and Friday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the library is where the blood drive is going to take place. If you are 17, all you need is a parent permission form filled out. If you are 18, all you need to do is go to the library. So come on and help out with this very worthy cause. Help save a life. Donate blood. It is not very often that East can boast an award-winning photographer, but today we can be proud of Adam Silver. Arad Naman is with him now.
Adam, can you tell us about the awards you won and what was unusual about your recognition?
Yes, I won 2 different contests. The first contest was the Temple Press Tournament, and in that contest I got 3rd place for one of my photos. The second contest was sponsored by the New Jersey Press Women's Association, and that allows for both men and women to compete in the schools. Now, the awards I won for that were 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. I don't know actually what I've won yet, but I would assume when you have a photography contest, you usually get some kind of scholarship award.
Adam, at what age did you become interested in photography and what is your background?
I became interested, I guess, when I was around 8 years old. I got my first Polaroid camera. I really didn't have any background until freshman year, and I became interested in being, on the news staff, and Mr. Sipp basically told me everything I needed to know about photography for a school newspaper. Also, I learned from books, and eventually I learned from some photography teachers at our school, Mr. Cook, Mrs. Graham, and Mrs. Hopp.
And what are your future plans in this field?
I really don't have any future plans, except when I go to college, I may want to work on the newspaper, the college newspaper. But other than that, there's not going to be much of a future because I want to take up aerospace engineering.
Thank you, Adam, and we hope that we see many of your winning photographs next year, too. This has been Aradhna Man with the EastCast.
The Young Democrats will hold an important meeting for any student who is interested in attending tomorrow at 2:30 in B139. The guest speaker will be former Mayor of Cherry Hill, Maria Greenwald. One of the club's founders, Brian Sean, expects a very large turnout, so plan to get there early. Upcoming speakers in the program include New Jersey's most prominent Congressman, James Florio. This just in. The final exam schedule is here. From Monday, June 6th until Friday, June 10th, the Fine Arts, Business, Industrial Arts Department, along with Health and Phys Ed departments, will be giving their finals. From Monday, June 13th until Friday, June 17th, the English, Social Studies, Math, Foreign Language, and Science departments will be giving their finals. Many students here at East have been heavily involved with the Arts Department. Haleh Rabizadeh recently had the privilege of interviewing Shamida Mandel about her award from the New Jersey Arts Commission. Haleh?
Shamida, I understand that you've won a prize from the 13th District Congressional, or is it caucus? Can you correct me on that one? What is it? It's caucus. 13th District Caucus Art Competition. Can you tell me a little more about it?
Well, it's sponsored by the government, Governor Saxton, and I won third place in Camden County, and it involves about 14 schools. It's just to further, enhance art education.
It's very nice. Can you tell me about the picture that you put into the competition? Or
It's in the style of Impressionism that was done by Renoir, Monet, and it's just a series of dots on top of each other.
what is it a picture of? Or
It's of a mountain scene.
where did you make this picture? Was it just you felt like it, or
Well,
art
the
class?
assignment in my art class was to find a picture and do a rendition of it.
Do you have art now? What are you doing right now in art? Do you have any classes that you did this after school, or?
I have an art class, in Sakaz painting class, advanced painting right now. I did this last year, my first year of painting class.
What are your plans for the future? Do you plan to take more art classes? Anything in college? Major, minor in art?
Well, I plan to major in pre-med and just keep art as a hobby.
About your painting again, are you going to be putting it into any other competitions, or is that it?
I'm not really sure right now.
Well, if you do, I wish you greatest luck. I know you'll win first prize. Thank you very much. This has been Haleh from EastCast.
The boys' tennis team is off to a red-hot start this season. After defeating previously #1 ranked Cumberland in the Morristown Classic, the varsity team assumed the highest position in the Courier-Post poll. More recently, the Cougars traveled to Livingston to play in the statewide Newark Academy Invitational. In that tournament, they advanced to the semifinals and only lost by a very narrow margin to last year's state champions, Westfield High School. This phenomenal performance in the face of such talented opposition catapulted the varsity tennis team to 3rd place in the state of New Jersey. Leading the attack are first singles player Steve Gola, second singles player Larry Meltzer, third singles player Frank Scarlett, the first doubles team of co-captains Adam Cohen and John Langer, the second doubles team of Mark Newcomb and Greg Rosansky, and the ailing first singles player Jason Lichterman. The team is the best it has been in years, combining unmatchable depth with awesome talent in the higher ranks. It is with high expectations that coaches Ipri and Call have the players practicing for the state tournament, and there is an excellent chance that they will regain their former title as #1 tennis team in the state of New Jersey. The boys' track team is the best it has been in years, boasting a record of 7-1 with their only loss to the awesome squad from Willingboro High School. Leading the team to 7th place in South Jersey are such well-seasoned players as Floyd Lewis, Keith Parham, Charlie Ducharme, Greg Height, and Brian Curley. Although the team is the best it's been in years, they are now looking apprehensively toward the Olympic Conference tournament, where they are sure to meet with some fierce competition.
The baseball team is off to a flying start under the leadership of their colorful coach, Dave Martin. Coach Martin brings an interesting technique to his coaching of the team. He calls it the no-blame philosophy. It means that neither the weather, nor the umpire, nor the kids themselves are at fault after a loss, as long as everyone tries their best. He's obviously doing something right. The team has compiled an 11-2 record. Coach Martin attributes his success to good pitching from Glenn Foley, Adam Shore, Dan Palazzo, and Dan Korback. The other factors in the team's doing so well is that the players can play many different positions, and because of the team's great defense. The team's next game is tomorrow against Pennsauken. Good luck, guys.
This has been Jason Pekarski along with Drew Katz for EastCast. Stay tuned for the final live guidance call-in show of the season. The topic will be alternatives to four-year colleges. Representatives from a 2-year college, a trade school, and the military will be available. Tonight we leave you with Ophelia guarding her front yard. Good night, Ophelia.
Good evening, I'm Melissa Connell, and this is Carusi News. Tonight at 7:30, Carusi's annual spring concert will take place in our very own gymnasium. And if you hurry up, you can still make it, but please drive carefully. On the week of May 16th, Carusi 8th grade yearbooks will go on sale. The price is $8. Checks should be made out to Carusi Junior School. The following is the proposed slate for the 1988-89 school officers to be presented tonight. For President, Karen Pajak. Vice President, Jill Mulford. Corresponding Secretary, Pat Bergman. Recording Secretary, Judy Grazer, and Treasurer, Mona Noyes. Good luck to all the nominees. And now, here's Kim Higginbotham with Carusi Sports. Kim?
Here we go, Melissa. Carusi 8th grade girls softball team was defeated by a strong Delran team last Tuesday, May 3rd. Carusi's Lady Mustangs record dropped to 2-3. Lisa Skoka led this offense with 2 hits in this game. The baseball team continued their winning ways by defeating Pennsauken 15-1. As they were being called around the league, the Big Maroon Machine banged out 16 hits, 8 of which were for extra bases. Carusi's 7th grade baseball team defeated Pennsauken on Monday by a score of 9-8. Carusi led from the start and survived a last-inning rally to pull off this win. The varsity baseball team traveled to Riverside this past Monday and came away with an impressive 8-2 win. With this win, the Mustangs clinched a 4th straight South Jersey Middle School championship. The team's next goal is to become the first team from the league to finish the regular season undefeated. Carusi track team cruised to an easy win over visiting Hanfield on Monday. In the sprint, 7th grader speedsters Steve Perrone, Deborah Lassiter, Meg Binns, and Joe Anderson led the way by becoming in first in their respective weight classes. Mike Calabayan continues to be undefeated in the 120-pound 100-meter dash. That's it for sports. Back to you, Melissa.
Thank you, Kim. As most of you well know, President Ronald Reagan has established a fitness award for students meeting certain criteria. This means having a 3.3 average on a 4.0 scale, passing all other subjects, achieving a recent score at or above the 80th percentile in nationally recognized standardized achievement test battery. There are 83 students, but we cannot list all the names since it's so long. But congratulations to all of you. They will all get a certificate signed by President Reagan in early June. Well, things were really moving here last Friday when the Jazz Unlimited dancers performed for the whole entire 7th and 8th grade. Let me share this performance with you. For those of you who didn't know, Jazz Unlimited is run by Carol Slovakian, who is the wife of our very own Mr. Slovakian. Well, that should make you want to get up and dance. Well, that's about it for our show. On behalf of the entire news team, I'm Melissa Connell saying tune in next week. Good night.
This is Cable 18, the Cherry Hill Public Schools television station.